Hello and welcome back to our second episode of this EPRS Chronicles on Europe's electric vehicle industry. I'm joined in the Parliament studio by Kjeld van Wieringen, policy analyst at the European Parliamentary Research Service. Welcome back, Kjeld.
Hello, Dan.
So last time we explored challenges. Today we're diving into solutions. You told me about the fierce competition of Europe's EV industry, especially with China. But what can this European Parliament do to enhance our industry and make it a global leader?
So, first of all, the tariffs that have been imposed are just a short-term solution for EU producers to buy time in their transition towards EV production. The key challenge at hand is to counter the double pressure that we talked about by preventing, firstly, more domestic European producers from leaving the European market and moving production capacity to China. Secondly, we need to encourage Chinese and other foreign producers to set up shop in the European Union and start producing European electric vehicles here.
So that sounds very good, but how do we do that? How can the EU do that?
So the EU could follow the European economic security strategies, three priorities when going about this question. Namely to promote, firstly, secondly to protect, and thirdly to partner.
Want to explain each one of them?
Yes. So promotion could entail for EV manufacturing in Europe to start to come up with a clean industrial plan that contains subsidies and other provisions and other measures for European EV manufacturers and battery producers. There's protection, which we can do through trade defense instruments, including anti-subsidy tariffs and other measures to protect against unfair competition and cybersecurity threats. Thirdly, there's partnering. We need to partner with countries such as the US, Japan, India and South Korea to enhance opportunities for European EV manufacturers.
So it's interesting you mentioned the US as a partner. At the time we're recording this, a new US administration has just been sworn in to the White House. Would you consider that the new administration is still a partner of the EU, or do we fear certain tariffs and state aids in the US also disrupting our trade with our American partners?
So since 2022, we've already seen quite some fierce competition coming from the US, because then they introduced their Inflation Reduction Act, which provides massive subsidies and tax incentives for battery producers and other green industries.
And that was under the Biden administration, not the previous Trump one.
Yeah, that's right. To set up shop inside and invest in the US. We don't know what the Trump administration is going to do when it comes to tariffs. They've imposed a lot of tariffs on different countries. We don't know if any of them will hit the European automotive industry.
What can you tell me about the position of this House, of the European Parliament, on this topic? What are the MEPs and the institution doing?
First of all, the European Parliament welcomed the anti-subsidy investigation against China.
The one for 2023 that you told me about in the first episode.
That's right. And the Parliament has also emphasized the need for a strong manufacturing base for clean technologies in Europe. In October 2024, the Parliament debated the crisis facing the EU's automotive industry, and views differed widely to what extent Europe should rely on electric vehicles for its future.
Thank you, Kjeld, for coming and presenting your findings. And indeed, it will be interesting to see how the new proposals from the Commission and debated here in the Parliament are going to evolve in the coming months. This was our second and last episode on the future of European electric vehicles in this Chronicle series. You can find Kjeld's analysis published by the EPRS on the website of the European Parliament. You can also find my previous conversation with Kjeld, as well as all other episodes on the YouTube channel of the EPRS Chronicles. Stay with us for more insights into how the European Parliament shapes policy across industries. Thanks for watching and see you in our next episodes.